Welcome, One More Gamers, to your next episode of One More Game. Today is the 26th of October, 2022. I am your host, theStroke, and it's been a minute, but I'm here with my good friends and good buddies, Swiftmida. Swift, what's up?
Hey, buddy. I'm doing good. Happy to be back. We had a long hiatus because you guys decided to literally move the same week as each other.
Yep.
But happy to be back and talk more video games with our other friends around the internets.
Yep, it's good to have you back. And also joining us here is ImPickleMatt. Welcome from a new location and a new internet setup. I'm sure we won't have any problems. What's up, man?
Hey, what's up? Yeah, man, I got cable internet now instead of fiber and a lot of boxes on my floor. But dude, it was really good to see IRL for the first time since 2017 this week.
Yeah, it was cool. We got to meet up for a little. We had some ramen. Our kids met each other and didn't interact with each other at all, and it was neat. Yeah, Crizzo in the chat says that I moved into a spaceship and I'm protected from aliens. If you're looking behind me, I've got tinfoil all around me. I'm actually locked down in my basement, and the government can't find me down here because you're looking at the one of the most recently officially retired from the Air Force dudes right here, and I'm done. So I will be remaining down here, and they'll never find me. Cool. Well, if you're in the chat, thanks for joining us. If you're listening, we're happy to have you back. And this is going to be our new normal time. So 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central every Wednesday night, bringing you information, reviews, analysis about video games. That's what we do. And we'll promise not to ever miss another week ever again. I swear on my Scout's honor.
Liverpool.
Yeah. Even if I'm by myself.
We're streaming live from the East Coast, the Central Coast, and the only state in the union that doesn't observe daylight savings time.
Yep, we're really nailing it on the time zones, and we're happy to have you all here in the support of this awesome podcast that we love putting so much effort into. If you're looking down there at the bottom, we've got 6 subscribers, and PickleMatt just sent me my most recent gift from OneMoreGame podcast. It's oh, look at that. It wasn't even backwards. It's my 3D printed gamer tag from One More Game podcast. You can get one of these bad boys by being one of the first 10 subs to our Twitch channel. If you're listening on podcasts, you can see us every Wednesday night live. So go ahead and go to twitch.tv/OMGpodcast and you can get you one of them bad boys, just like Swift showing there. Definitely backwards. But cool.
My sub does not count as one of the 10, and my 3D printer is up and, well, I haven't tested it, but it's unpacked, so I'm ready to go, boys.
All right, we're saying people in the chat saying, PickleMatt, your levels are a little low. Let us know in chat if you're experiencing anything weird, because we do got some new setups. So I'll try to get this dude a little bit louder.
I think it's that second monitor that he has now. That's what's absorbing all the sound. Finally has the dual monitor setup.
Yeah,
that's right. I don't know how you guys handle this because I'm getting a crick in my neck now.
What do I look at? What do I focus on? I don't know. All right, moving on. If you're wondering what we're going to talk about today, it's video games, and in particular, it's creepy, scary video games. We're going to get into it. But before we do that, we're going to get into all of the news that we skipped out on for the week. Whoa, that was creepy. All right. Let's get right into it. All right, in case you missed it, the Meta Quest Pro, the new VR headset from the company formerly known as Facebook, is offering up a new VR headset. It's $1,500 for a headset that is not really being marketed to gamers. I think more of enterprise focused, wear this thing at work and hate your job even more. So PickleMatt, you're a VR guy. What are your thoughts? Is this going to catch on? Is this not even meant to catch on? What's going on here with this thing?
My gut tells me that they are about 10 to 20 years in front of where the actual technology needs to be. because nobody wants to wear a 2-hour battery life headset for all day, I guess, and be plugged in and charging. And then no gamer wants to spend $1,500 on a VR headset that they can get a PSVR 2, with better specs in like 6 months.
Or
Yeah.
also just a 4090,
Yeah.
for their
just
computer.
Casually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm totally with you, dude. 2 hours of battery for $1,500. I mean, it's got some cool tech in it, but like you said, the PSVR 2 seems like the better go-to, especially since it's marketed towards gamers. But there are some cool things about this headset that I guess we could talk about. So it does have some tracking of things that are more than what we're used to in VR. So they did show off some kind of facial recognition tracking that they can do, so your little avatar can kind of react just like you would in the IRLs. It's got eye tracking, all kinds of stuff. But the way that they kind of marketed it, Meta needs someone to help them out with this because it's always so cheesy, dude. It's hard to watch.
I love that picture of that person wearing a VR headset and pointing at a whiteboard in real life. Like,
yeah.
like this is going to happen in real life for the next 10 years.
Oh, yeah.
Give me a break, dude.
It does have some cool like pass through where
it's a skateboard too.
Look, I've got a revolutionary design for this thing that's never been invented called a skateboard. Cool, yeah. It does have some pretty cool pass through where you're actually looking just through cameras straight into the outside world, which you and I talked about. It does suck to kind of get cut off visually from your reality, so this might kind of help with that, but this isn't the product that I think pushes this over the edge. There is talk, they did say that there will be more to come on the Quest 3, I believe, shortly, so that may be the next iteration there.
It is nice that they're taking a step towards more comfort type stuff, but I'm not $1,500 comfortable situation there.
This cracked me up. They've got this, the battery is now in the back of the head strap, which gives you a balanced like counterweight. And they're acting like this is such a crazy new concept. Dude, in 2008, we were putting battery packs on the back of our helmets when we wore NVGs in the C-130.
Yeah, wearing NVGs.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, good job, guys.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Cool.
I mean, they have that with the Quest extendable battery too, like where it's on the back.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, if you've got money burning a hole in your pocket, you'll have. I actually think I saw one of these already at Best Buy, so I'm not sure if you can buy them yet, but they're $1,500. And if you want to let us know how that thing is, get after it.
Or send us a MetaQuest Pro, and we'll test it out for you.
Yeah, go ahead and OMG Podcast would love to receive one of those from any one of yous.
Yeah, you can send it to theStroke or ImPickleMatt because I'm not going to know the difference, I'll be honest.
Yeah. Cool. It is cool to see the technology kind of amping up a little bit, but it's going to have to get some mainstream buy-in if it's not going to die at this point. But anyways. All right, boys. Any of you get into Elden Ring recently on those Steam Decks, fancy Steam Decks you got over there?
Dude, I was thinking about it a couple days ago, and I haven't played Elden Ring in about, I think, probably 3 weeks or so. It's been far too long, and I need to get back in there.
Yeah, I'm the
I just
same
haven't
way.
had the motivation.
I was the same way, man. I brought my Steam Deck with me, to try to play while I didn't have my setup going, but it just didn't work out. I was just too busy with stuff.
Yeah, I've been in the same boat. Like, I thought for sure the Steam Deck would be my saving grace while I was moving. I didn't turn it on once, which sucks.
No.
But anyways, yeah, so Elden Ring, they just, I guess not just, but a couple weeks in have released a major overhaul to their combat system. Basically, the biggest thing that they did was separate damage scaling for PvE versus PvP, which I don't think any of us have really gotten much into the PvP, but now it kind of fixes some of the issues with spells and skills and incantations when players were kind of taking advantage of stuff that was wrecking house in the PvP realm because they had to keep it balanced for PvE. But shortly thereafter, they had to nerf some of that stuff because players were basically invincible going into other player realms and just destroying them, not taking any damage. There was a ability or I don't know, trait called Endure that basically
Endure,
made
yeah.
people invincible. They'd go in there, you'd do everything you got, and he would just thug it. So yeah, they quickly walked that back. All of this is in an effort to get the game ready for their DLC. So I know you guys are probably going to be pretty excited about this. Have you guys wandered around those maps and found these big, what seem like doors that you can't go into, and they look like massive buildings and like arena-shaped buildings?
Yeah.
I tried to get inside one of those buildings for about 45 minutes once.
Yeah,
And then I
same. I
Googled it.
died 1,000 times jumping and falling. So yeah, there's some data mining going on that says these arenas or coliseums, they're calling them. There's data in these leaks that are showing the DLC is going to be letting you go in there. Who knows what we're doing, but it can be some big news for Elden Ring players. And the developer said there's a lot to come for that game. He's moved on to his next project, but the team itself has been working on some stuff to be released soon. So that's exciting.
I feel like maybe it's going to be something like the God of War. I forget what do you call the angels?
Oh yeah, Valkyries.
Yeah, maybe something like that, or maybe they're going, following after WoW's footsteps, where it's going to be, 2v2, 3v3, 5v5 arenas. I'm interested to see. It could be interesting depending on what exactly they're putting inside of those hidden things.
Yeah,
that we
that'd be
can't
kind
get
of
to yet.
badass. Some team battles.
Yeah,
Cool.
where you really have to have like a healer and a tank, a big tank or whatever. It'd be interesting to see that in a more 3D world than overhead of WoW.
Yeah.
I think we got a good crew if they're making teams of 3. We got a straight up sorcerer. We got me who likes to do a little bit of both, and you're a tank there, Stroke.
Yeah, Samurai. I got you.
We could do it.
Yep. All right, there you have it. We'll stream it live like we always promise. I never do. Cool beans. All right, boys. The time is here. Our PlayStation 5 brethren no longer have to pray and hope that the game of choice that day in-game voice chat is working. Discord is up and running on PlayStation 5. Jimmy Nicholas is now a full-on member of Bonsai Gaming.
Yes, sir. Random aside from that, it has really nothing to do with Discord versus normal voice chat. But the other day we were playing Destiny. We were doing a raid, and Savage's Astros, he did not seat them correctly on the dock, so they weren't charging, and so they were dying. Right, so he had to charge them, and he doesn't have any other gaming headset, so he puts on his Bose, the Bose like standard comfort fit that sounds like you're in a football sized stadium hallway. He was talking on those for a little bit, and then he was like, oh wait, hold on, let me try this. And instead of wearing his Bose, he turned those off and he just talked through his PS5 controller, and it was night and day. Another thing to praise the PS5 for. It literally sounded like he was on a headset, but his controller's on his lap and he's talking through it. He could hear the game volume through his TV, the audio through the controller, and he could talk to us, and it was seamless. And it sounded amazing.
It works.
It was
really
incredible.
Well. It's pretty impressive.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wonder if that'll integrate with Discord. That's interesting.
Yeah. It was.
I have to imagine it would.
It was eye-opening for me.
So it's got to use some sort of like background noise canceling, like NVIDIA broadcast software.
For sure.
Yeah. And he was nervous about us like hearing the joysticks and him hitting buttons, and we heard none of that.
That's crazy because it's literally on the same piece of plastic.
Yeah, I know. It was incredible.
Nice. Well, there you have it.
5 is so good.
It's I'm actually convinced that it's not real. It's part of the simulation, and it's
of course.
Was his smoke detector battery low though? That's the real test.
It was when he had the Bose on. Then I couldn't hear it when he went to the PS5 controller.
Yeah.
Well, that same thing happened to me with him, except we didn't figure out that same fix that you guys figured out. So yeah, he had the Bose headset on and sounded like he was in a wind tunnel. And
Yeah.
it was
It's
literally
atrocious.
the day after we had done the episode where we said that the Astro A50s never die. And then he's like, "Oh, dude, my headset's dead." I'm like, "What?"
Yeah.
What did you
He's
do?
like, he tells me, I was like, how are they dead? Dude, I have game for much longer than this. He's like, dude, sometimes it just doesn't seat correctly on the dock. I'm just like, just look at it. And if
So
it
did
starts charging, you're good.
you just give
If it
up? Like
doesn't,
he
then
tries
reseat
once.
it.
He
Yeah, I
just
guess
tries
he
once and he's
has
like, "Oh, I didn't get it. Sorry."
Yeah.
Oh, what an idiot. All right. If you want to be cool like that idiot, you can join Bonsai Gaming as well. You can game with us all the time. PickleMatt, hit him up with the Bonsai Gaming link in the chat. We'll have that provided to you guys as listeners in the description for the podcast. But go ahead and search us on Discord, BonsaiGG, and we'll hook you up with a Discord invite. Find some friends to play games with because we're always there. And there you have it. All right. I know both of you are excited about this because it is an awesome series that you probably never got to touch because the original one is nigh unplayable based on being so old. But CD Projekt Red, go ahead and check out this tweet. We're thrilled to reveal that together with At Fool's Theory, we're working on remaking The Witcher, that's the original game, using the Unreal Engine 5. So that was the Canis Majoris codename that we talked about a couple weeks ago. They say, we want to do this right, so please be patient. It's going to be a while until we can reveal more, but that's awesome because apparently that game was really good in its time, but it needs a remake in order for that to happen.
I can't. I mean, I only know The Witcher 3 is where I joined that series, I guess, on video games. But I'm sure they were all done really well. It just was that time where the game was just
Right.
not great, right? Graphics and all that stuff. But on Unreal Engine 5, I think this is going to be insane.
I gotta see if my theory holds true though. So if that's Canis Majoris, then we're gonna see a game within a game here soon.
A
You guys
game
remember
within a
my
game.
Oh,
Because
true.
they
I
have
remember.
Project
Yeah,
Series coming up. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play
It's
the
gonna
crap
be.
out of
It's
this
just
though,
gonna be.
because oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say it's just gonna be Gwent in Unreal
Yeah, that's what I
Engine
was
5.
saying. More Unreal Engine 5 Gwent. No, I'm gonna play the crap out of this because, like you said, I picked up Witcher on Witcher 3, and I can't imagine they're gonna do a bad job with this. So it'll be cool going back to like the roots of the game, and even if it's like a little bit less of a AAA title, then I think it'll still be fun.
Yeah, I totally agree. I tried to play
Yeah.
this. I tried to fire it up on Steam, and it's just Polygon, and the storytelling is still there, right? But it's just, yeah, you can't do it.
Tough. Yeah.
So this is going to be exciting. And M2 in the chat asks if there's a game you can see remade on new engines, what would it be? That is a
Ooh.
great question. I think.
Simpsons Hit and Run.
Oh. Yeah,
Do
not
it.
bad. Dude, I think I would go with oh my god. Remember Turok?
Yeah.
The
Turok is
Turok
good.
series?
Yeah.
I think they need to like fully revamp that game. Maybe not remake those old ones, just like make a really good new one.
Yeah.
But I think
Yeah.
I would go.
Wait.
I don't know. There's a lot of them, but I really used to love like the OG Metal Gear Solid games.
Oh yeah. That'd
Those
good.
would be so good with better graphics.
Well, cool.
Didn't they?
Oh, go
Didn't
ahead.
they remake Turok recently? I forgot about.
Did they?
Maybe
I
they
don't know.
did. And it was kind of garbage, but
Hey, watch it, dude.
old one was good. There's kind of an uncanny valley of video games, right? Maybe The Witcher 1 is in that uncanny valley where it's like not the 8-bit like enjoyable experience, but also not like the Ocarina of Time ability to enjoy things. I don't know.
No, it was No, I can still play Ocarina of Time. That game even holds up.
No, that's
now.
what I'm saying. It's still like good now to play.
Yep. Sick and Twisted said, "Yep, Metal Gear Solid, please." And that'll. I could see that happening. You know what else I could see happening is a full-on Unreal Engine 5. Like Halo is gonna start milking old games because they can't make new ones very well. That's gonna happen.
Yeah.
All right, that is the news for the last few weeks that we've been gone. Let's get into the games radar for the week. All right. Spider-Man fans, Spider-Man Miles Morales DLC is coming to PC November 18th. Just wanted you guys to be aware. Because
so not this week, but it's coming up, and get excited.
Yeah. Now let's get into some games that are actually. Oh, go ahead.
This is going to be great. I didn't think that this was going to come to the PC so quickly, so to speak. I have not played Miles Morales, but I played the Spider-Man on PlayStation 5, so I'm debating whether or not I should scoop this up on PS5 or PC.
Yeah.
Let me know in the chat what I should do. I think the controller is the coolest with the DualSense, but I don't know. We'll see.
All you got to do is get a capture card and plug that PS5 right into that PC, and you can play on a PS5 and
stream that bad boy. There you go. Yep. And then you just got to find like a 17 by 17 by 17 inch space around your computer that you can occupy a PlayStation 5 with.
Dude, I know, right? I need to build like a shelf above my computer. Like, I don't know what to do.
It's so massive and it's so unwieldy. Like it's sitting in our upstairs like gaming room, and it is just like it's the main centerpiece of the room. There's an 85-inch TV next to it, but the PlayStation is the main thing.
Yeah. The most important thing is getting furniture to match your PS5 because it's the centerpiece of the whole room.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get into some games actually coming out this week. These are kind of, some of them are leaning towards the horror side of things, but go ahead and take a look here at Signalis. Signalis. This game is a horror game, and it comes out on the 27th of October for PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. Signalis is a classic survival horror experience with a unique aesthetic full of melancholic mystery. Investigate a dark secret, solve puzzles, and find nightmarish creatures to navigate a dystopian, surreal, retro tech worlds. I just put this one up here because I really like the pixelated but 3D like art style that it's got going on. But it's definitely like a slower paced, really creepy, shoot your gun, hope you don't miss. This thing is slowly walking towards you, might kill you. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god game.
Yeah. I've never been super scared of games that look like this, but it actually looks like it does a really good job of being really creepy and kind of scary. Because I think it looks like it zaps you into the first person to solve puzzles, and I bet they give you some jump scares there.
Yeah, for sure. Needless to say, Swift probably not picking this bad boy up, but if you want to, you'll have that opportunity tomorrow. Cool. Swift, let the people know about Bayonetta 3.
Yeah, all right. So Bayonetta 3, Switch only tomorrow as well. The Umber Witch returns with her wicked weapons and life lethality in Bayonetta 3, strut through the multiple locations and in all new over-the-top climax action gameplay.
Speaking of climax, this
what do you have to say about climaxing?
Come again?
This game, I don't know what it is. Apparently, Nintendo has now issued a thing where you can't have nude characters in games, but this game allows you. This came out or was developed before that came out, so there is some mild nudity in this game. But there's a mode in the game where you can select to not see that nudity if you're a madman or a child. So there you have it. This game, by the way, has been reviewed already by critics and stuff. It's got a 9 out of 10 on most websites, and most people kind of argue that Bayonetta games have some of the best combat systems in gaming, period.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Have any of you played a Bayonetta game before? Because I have not. So
I have played Bayonetta on Super Smash Brothers.
I was about to say the same thing.
Yeah, okay.
All I know is she shoots you with her feet, gun blades. I'm not sure what's going on there, but yeah, seems kind of cool.
On proper Pearl Clutcher in the chat says best button masher. So there
cool.
you go.
This actually might be kind of fun.
Buttons.
But also, it's got a very Japanese style to it, which may be hit or miss for me. But all right, I think some people might be excited about some game called Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 that comes out on the 27th as well for everything except
Never heard of it.
Switch. It's a shoot guns and stuff game, soldiering in the same thing you've been doing for the last 20 years. But there you have it. That's my official synopsis of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. It's not reviewing so hot, but they say the shooting is still great and multiplayer is still great, but the campaign sucks. So there you have it.
Does it release with zombies? That's the question.
That is the question. Speaking of zombies, PickleMatt, why don't you tell the folks about a DLC coming out for Resident Evil Village?
Play as Rose.
Yes, sir. So for Resident Evil Village DLC Shadows of Rose, 28 October, that's in 2 days. Coming out for everything but the Switch. The horror of Resident Evil Village continues in this additional chapter, which picks up 16 years later. Rosemary Winters, Ethan's daughter, struggles with terrifying powers. Rose's journey to break free of her curse takes her to the mysterious realm where past memories create a twisted world of nightmares.
Yeah, these games are so creepy. Are you going to play this? I know you liked that game.
That game was super fun. Well, I'll talk about one of the characters in it later, but I got to see what the price is on this, but I would like to play it. It's a really well-made game. Are you playing the trailer right now?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Oh God. Yeah.
It's really creepy how they do the like really up close over the shoulder.
That looks
where you can't really see what's around you.
Yeah.
I mean, that's on purpose.
That seems like it's more close than it was in the real Resident Evil Village, but man, I kind of want to play it. Yeah.
Well,
have at it, buddy.
Yeah. I have a neighbor. We were out at dinner earlier, Shannon and I, and my buddy and his wife and her parents were out at dinner as well, and I ran into him and he was like, "What's the podcast on tonight?" And I was like, "Halloween/scary games." He's like, "You've never even played a Resident Evil game. Invite me." I was like, "Well, we should have, but
all right, buddy."
Apparently, he loves those games.
For some people,
he likes Resident Evil games.
Yeah, he loves them. Not for me,
dude. It's a good time.
Wolf87 says, pretty sweet DLC. It's a third person, and it'll make the Village playable in third person too. So, okay, so maybe Village was first person. But that is a very tight third person camera view there.
Yeah, it is.
Cool. All right. And on Halloween, The Unliving is coming out for PC only. This game looks kind of cool. Not going to lie to you. I might check this out. But yeah, for PC, raise the dead as a fearsome necromancer and lead your undead legions to an endless fight in The Unliving. It's a roguelite game with strategy and RPG elements. I like the art style with the pixels and all the mobs of skeletons, and you're a necromancer. This looks pretty neat overall.
So it's literally just Cult of the Lamb, just with zombies instead of people.
Yeah, well, you probably don't have to raise a bunch of people to eat poop and stuff in your village.
Yeah, that's true. That's valid.
It almost looks like a bullet hell, but like undead skeleton hell. Where there's a lot going on the screen.
It gives me Hades vibes with the art style and stuff. So might check this one out. The Unliving on PC on Halloween. There you have it, folks. That is the games radar for the week coming up here up until Halloween. If there's another game that you're excited about, you can reach out to us at OMG_podcastGG on Twitter, Instagram, or send us an email at OMGpodcastGG@gmail.com. Give us recommendations, things we should check out, and we'll definitely, review those games or talk about them on the web. Cool. This is the part of the episode where my friends make fun of me for saying that we normally talk about listener emails. We do not have one for the last few weeks. So if you guys want to be featured on an episode of One More Game Podcast, do it. Send it. OMGpodcastGG@gmail.com. Let us know what you like about the show, what you hate about the show, what do you want us to talk about, what our major topic of the week should be. We've had those in the past. Listener submitted topics, so we'd love to make that happen for you. All right, boys, you ready to get into the major topic for the week?
Yes, sir.
Oh my God. This week, we are talking all things scary. Halloween gaming, creepy gaming, horror gaming, whatever you want to go with. Chat, let us know. What is the scariest game you ever remember playing or not playing? And we're going to start off with that. So, Swift, let's start with you because it's probably going to be like something real benign. But what is the most scared you can remember being while playing a game?
Oh man, I honestly don't know because I don't play scary games. I think probably what I thought about was being a child and being in like the Shadow Temple or whatever
Nice.
in Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
I mean,
Nice.
again, I don't delve into the scary, but there were times as a kid where you would go into those dungeons, you don't really know what to expect, and you jump a few times,
Dude, that one was off pace for that game, like very dark. Like the creatures down there and like what was going on was like you were like,
Yeah.
whoa.
Yeah.
There's one dev that was like kind of emo and it was tasked to design a dungeon, and after he was done, people were like, "Whoa, man, you okay?"
You need to talk. Yeah, there's
Game
that
releases
part
in a
where you're
week, I guess
fighting
it's in
that
there.
white thing with the hands and they grab you by the head while he like slowly walks up to you and whacks you with his nub arms. Remember that part? It was terrifying.
Yeah.
Okay. I can respect that. What about you, PickleMatt? You're getting to some veteran stuff.
Scariest horror game I've ever played. I'll give you two. One is VR and one's flat. So VR is definitely Resident Evil 7, Biohazard on PSVR. That game, I think I've told the story a few times, but that game is freaky, man. Playing it with you in 3D first person it feels like you're really there, and I had to pull the headset off multiple times. Playing it at home alone in the dark. I love that game in VR. I'm tempted. We'll talk about it later, but I'm tempted to get Resident Evil 4 in VR on the Quest. But you guys haven't played that one. There is a really excellent demo of that in VR. If anybody has PSVR or they're getting PSVR 2, just the demo alone, it doesn't have anything to do with the story except for one of the characters, but it's one of the creepiest demos I've ever played too. Sorry that you guys don't have experience with that, but the for flat games, shout out to Wolf87. Dude, I've been thinking about this game for a while once they announced the remake. Dead Space. You guys remember playing Dead Space? Did you ever play it?
Such a creepy game. Dude,
that game was so freaky and so well done. The fighting mechanics was really fun, but it was definitely scary. That came up the top of my head because I know that they're working on the remake.
Yeah, I think that's kind of a master class in immersing you into like horror game because you're alone, isolated on a space station. You know you're alone, except for whatever else is there. And then they designed it to where there's no HUD, so you can tell like how much health you have if you haven't played the game. He's got this suit on, and your health is indicated by these flashing lights on your spine. And you can see how many bullets you have in your gun, like on your actual gun. So there's no HUD. So it's very isolated feeling. It's very creepy. and the sounds in
Yeah,
that game.
they
Ooh.
nailed the isolation because you think of all the scariest situations you can think of. It'd be like an astronaut with no chance of getting it back,
Right.
and then you add being alone in the dark at all times, and then you add zombies, and then like you said with the HUD and the gameplay, they really nailed that. Such a good
Dude,
game.
there's a part where you have to go through the nursery in that game.
Oh yeah.
There's like baby zombie alien things. Oh, I think I turned it off. I don't think I ever got past that.
So good. I can't wait for the remake. That's gonna be so dope,
So
especially with the graphics
creepy.
nowadays.
All right, I'll give you mine. Sick and Twisted in the chat. I think he mentions this game. I think I played this with him, but he mentions Half-Life. Super fun, but it had some dark moments, especially when I was in 7th grade. Half-Life 2 has this portion where you go through this town called Ravenholm, something like that. And it is dark, scary. Those little head crabs are everywhere. There's fast ones that you can only see their shadows. And the way they built it is just like the only thing you have is the gravity gun at that point, I think, and a crowbar. And so you're picking up these saw blades and shooting them to kill these things. And it's just, it takes some gusto to get through that portion of the game.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah. All right. Well, chat's they're hitting us up with some more. So what we're gonna do in the spirit of Halloween is I'm gonna ask you guys some questions. You're gonna answer. And the Halo flood level was gnarly. Yeah, that was also creepy. Before you know what it is, because there was no spoilers back then because the internet was terrible. You were like, ugh, I don't like the flood. Cool. All right, guys. Let's start with PickleMatt. Question number 1. Best zombie gaming experience. I said gaming experience because there's all kinds of zombies in gaming nowadays. So what is your favorite experience you've ever had that involved zombies of some sort in gaming?
Dude, I played the shit out of some Dead Rising demo disc. Do you remember when the Xbox or the game magazines came with demo discs?
Oh yeah, I do.
So I played the Dead Rising demo a ton, and then I finally got the game like a few months later, and I don't know how many hours I put into the first Dead Rising, but I love that game. When you get the mini chainsaws, you can just rip through the zombies.
Nice.
It's such a good game.
That you never actually had the real version of.
No, I eventually got the game.
Oh, okay.
It was awesome.
Maybe I missed it.
Yeah.
All right. Swift, what do you got?
Well, you and I were chatting prior to this. Again, I don't do scary games, but I think my favorite zombie gaming experience was probably when we were deployed to Afghanistan, because nobody hung out in their rooms, and if you weren't flying, you were at the squadron playing Call of Duty 2 Zombies.
Oh yeah.
And we would have like 10 people in there just handing off controllers, just gaming for hours and hours. I've always loved the COD zombies, but not real ones or VR ones or scary ones.
Nice. Yeah. Those, God, and we've already told the story on here before, but yeah, at the Air Force Academy, man, we played Call of Duty Zombies like every time we had a room inspection. It was like tradition. The night before, we would just play that until we died, and it would be like all night. Yeah. All right, here's one. We'll see if you remember. Here's my favorite zombie gaming experience. Zombies Ate My Neighbors on Sega Genesis. You remember that game?
I'm trying to picture it.
Gotta see if I could find the.
I think I played it at a friend's house.
I had it on Sega
title.
Channel. But yeah, dude, it was a top down, just kind of goofy.
Oh yeah,
game.
I remember this.
You would go from yard to yard, and there's different kind of zombies, and it was awesome, and definitely my favorite game.
It's like it reminds me of Stubbs the Zombie too. While we're talking about it.
Yep. Such a good game. There it is. There it is for you folks in the chat. Zombies Ate My Neighbors. And it's all of its pixel glory. You're just this punk teenage kid running around killing these zombies. I don't know why I don't exist in this thing, but anyways. All right.
That's cool.
Cool. There's some good stuff in the chat there. Parasite Eve, PT, Plants vs. Zombies. Don't at me. Okay, Nem2.
You know, Last of Us 2 is probably one of the best zombie games made in the last 15 years.
Yeah, no spoilers though. I'm not done. I haven't started.
Oh yeah, there's no zombies for sure. My bad. I'm just kidding.
There's an HBO show coming out. We already talked about, but all right.
Yeah.
Next question.
Red Dead
Swiftmida.
Undead Nightmare. Nice.
Who is the best vampire character in a video game?
Dude, the only one, I was racking my brain. The only one that I can really remember was, we talked about earlier, Metal Gear Solid Vamp. Like,
Oh, yeah.
other than that, I don't
Yeah.
know that I've gotten into too many games that had vampires, honestly. So
Yes,
he was
you
my
have.
go-to.
You're just not remembering.
I probably have. I just don't know.
All right. Okay. What about you, PickleMatt?
Back to Resident Evil Village, baby. Lady, I don't remember how to pronounce her name. Dimitrescu.
That's the one
The
with
big bitch.
the big personality.
Oh,
really big.
she's like 10 foot tall in general, but she was on the demo and made the game really famous with the demo and the trailer. But when I was like fighting her, and when she was like, when you're doing like the cat and mouse thing, you know, as you're progressing through the game, I kind of had to like make fun of her in my brain or out loud to like kind of not get scared, you know. I'd be like, you dumb stupid big fat bitch. Like, she's like 9 foot tall vampire.
Oh, she's a
with, like,
vampire. I don't know
crazy abilities.
anything about the story, so she's actually a vampire, huh?
I mean, she's like as close as vampires you can get in a Resident Evil game.
Okay. Nice. All right. I don't know if I think you guys played this, but from The Witcher, the Blood and Wine expansion or DLC, if you will, there was a fight called the Detloff fight, and it was just such a cool fight and cool cutscene. That if you haven't played Blood and Wine, like it's all vampire based, but it's awesome, and you got to check it out because the fight is super cool. I mean, like, look at this.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And then you're inside a heart. It's real weird, but yeah,
Witcher 3.
Detlaff. I don't know how to pronounce it. Can't remember how they said it, but cool. I'm trying to think of any other vampires that we're missing, but maybe you're right, Swift. Maybe there's not that many. Oh, I guess the Castlevania dudes are vampires, aren't they?
Yeah.
All right.
But somebody said Cole McGrath from Infamous.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Dark Watch.
Cool.
I don't remember that.
All right. What is your guys' favorite Halloween-themed cosmetic in a game? I know you were talking about one recently, Swift, but I'll tell you mine real quick. If you watch the screen, it's the only one that matters. Oh, she's flying across the screen. Mercy skin, the witch. Best Halloween skin for obvious reasons.
That's awesome.
What about you guys? What do you got?
I was gonna go the same vein. Overwatch and Overwatch 2 Halloween skins, just because it's so. I wouldn't say new to us, but obviously a new update in our life as far as Overwatch 2. But they do a really good job with the cosmetics of Halloween and stuff during Halloween, obviously.
Yeah, there's some really, really good ones in Overwatch.
Dude, here's a throwback. This was my, I remember this. Simpsons Road Rage. Did you guys ever play that?
Oh, yeah.
I don't think so.
Okay, so dude, if you, one of the coolest Easter eggs in that game, or any game back then, if you played it on holidays, you would get holiday themes. So on Halloween, I remember playing, and I had to look it up what he turns into, but you can play as Frankenbart with his own like Frankenstein like style Halloween car on
Nice.
Simpsons Road Rage. I just thought it was cool that like that's only available on that day.
That is pretty
Yeah,
cool.
that is cool.
World of Warcraft does some really cool stuff with Halloween cosmetics, like the Headless Horseman mount, the Headless Horseman helmet. There's some cool stuff in there. Blizzard in general is pretty good at that. Heroes of the Storm has some cool, back when they cared, Halloween themed skins in there. Check them out. All right, Swift, what is the most evil thing you've ever done in a video game?
I don't know. This is kind of the one question that you're posing that I was just like,
Nothing.
I don't know. I mean, kill innocent people in all kinds of games, but
Throw penguins off the mountain in Super Mario 64.
Yeah, right. Like, I don't
Oh,
I don't
that's
know.
as
Honestly,
evil as you get, dude. Sick and Twisted in the chat says Roller Coaster Tycoon making them crash and kill people on purpose.
I did do that. Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Do you guys remember The Sims? You could remove a ladder from the pool when they were swimming.
Oh man,
and they would drown.
They would just tread water and then die.
Yeah, dude.
Oh my god, you guys are terrible.
I remember. What was it? Never mind. You go with yours, dude.
Well, we already talked about it in the past, but Fable is a game.
I was gonna say
yeah.
Fable. Just being the bad guy.
I mean, hashtag no spoilers. This game's old enough to where I'm not worried about spoiling it. But if you haven't played Fable and plan to, close your ears for the next 30 seconds of the podcast. But at the end, you have a choice to kill your sister or not. And yeah, I definitely killed her.
Oh yeah, you gotta get those eyes glowing a little bit more red.
Yep.
Yeah, this is one of the games you guys recommended to me. I still haven't played it, but I know you guys spoke highly of it, so
you'll like it,
try it at some point.
Yeah,
it's
Did they say they're making a new one?
Yeah, I think they are working on another one.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, there's another choice you make in that game too. You lead some merchants through the woods, and at the end, you can take them to a temple and sacrifice them to get your evil up. So there you have it.
It's like Goat Simulator.
All right. Most unnerving sound in a video game. Tell me what it is. I'll see if I can find it and play it and not get DMCA'd. ImPickleMatt.
Dude, I'm gonna steal Swift. I think I'm gonna steal your thunder a little bit, but I do remember. I'm trying to think of which game it was, but there's a bad guys can start to see you. I think it's Uncharted, but it goes.
What?
And then as it gets louder and louder, and then it was Hitman, as the bad guys can start to see you, but it's not like a scary sound. It just like makes you like, oh no, I'm gonna get caught. I'm gonna get found out.
Oh, I see.
And it will like ruin your entire run. But
alert sound maybe.
Yeah, it like fills up the meter.
Interesting. Okay. Improper Pearl Clutcher says clicker screech. Is that from Dead Space?
No, Last of Us.
Oh, okay. Nah, I can't find the sound, but anyways. All right. That sounds like a pretty unnerving sound. What about you, Swift?
Mine is of similar taste. It's not scary like some of the mentions in chat, like Nam2 with the witch scream from Left 4 Dead 2, but mine, I don't know, ever since I've been a kid, has been the same thing as ImPickleMatt as far as getting found out, but the like sound on I think you guys said Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah.
That sound, again, not scary, but it's like, oh no, I'm seen.
I'm saint.
I'm saint. Oh man. All right. I'm gonna go right with the one that you just referenced, Swift. Shadow Temple, Ocarina of Time. When those things that see, like when they see you, it screams. and then you freeze,
yeah.
and they walk over like you're scared, right? Because of the scream.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is the creepiest sound. If I can find it, I might not be able to find it. But yeah, I hate that yucky sound. Yuck. All right.
Dude, the clicker sounds in Last of Us are definitely. And then they charge you if
That
they
does
see it.
sound creepy.
They're using like echolocation to like find you. Oh, it's creepy.
Oh, there's so many good sounds in video games that are very, very creepy. There's actually Dead Space. I can't remember what the really fast creatures are called, but they'll scream before you know that they're around, and you know that they're super fast. So as soon as you hear it, you're like, "Oh, I'm so fucked.
I'm dead.
I'm dead.
Yeah, nice. Okay, all right. Favorite Halloween integration in a game. I'll start off. World of Warcraft was super cool because they had this trick-or-treating mechanic. We had to go all over Azeroth and trick-or-treat at the different inns. And it was super cool because you got candy and you got all kinds of stuff. And you could literally spend all day long trick-or-treating in WoW. And it was awesome.
And I'm sure many did.
Yeah, and they did. All right. Swift, what do you got?
Wolf87 says Apex's first Halloween event. Dude, I wasn't there.
Dude.
I wasn't there
Wolf,
for
you
Apex.
stole me. You stole mine.
Dude, the Stroke stole mine because WoW is, in my opinion, like the best thing.
Yeah.
Or the best game. They do it the best. As far as Halloween, they do it the best for most of the holidays. They have events for all the holidays, but trick-or-treating, you could literally play WoW for a solid 5 days of playtime and almost not get through. Well, I shouldn't say that, but it takes a long time to get through, their special events as far as holiday events go. So I think they do it really well.
Here's a question, Swift. Do you have the purple Proto Drake?
On my resale account, I do.
Okay, nice. If you're not sure what that is, you get the purple Proto Drake for doing all of the achievements for every holiday in World of Warcraft in a single calendar year. So I literally had to set like alarms to make sure that I did this, because if you miss it, you wait a whole year to do it.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. I'm ImPickleMatt. What do you got? Because it sounds like it's already out there.
It was the Fighter of Fright, Apex first Halloween event when they. Dude, I was playing a lot of Apex Legends back then on PS4, and yeah, dude, they had a cool zombies mode, and they made the single map that they had at the time. They made it into night and made all the zombies creepy looking and stuff. It was a good time.
What was so cool about the Halloween event for that? I didn't dabble.
It was just a zombie style game mode, just like zombies on Halo and whatnot, but then in the Apex style where you're still trying to like gather loot and then fight as a team and then totally betray your teammates kind of at the end. Or yeah, it was good.
Well, if I can pick a least favorite version, Destiny has something out right now where you have to go into haunted lost sectors, but in order to get any of the loot, you have to buy a mini event pass for like $5 or $6.
Oh my
like,
god!
Are you serious?
Really? We're at this point now?
Oh no, it's a Black Mirror episode.
Yeah.
And to be fair, I forgot about this because Wolf just said gotta worry about other teams, but everyone who died also came after you. You remember when we were super into COD like a couple years ago, and they had the Halloween event where you became essentially like a screecher? I forget.
Oh,
it wasn't,
yeah.
but you could like jump 2 stories, and if you died, you became one of those, and you had to kill 3 people to come back to life, and last team standing won. I thought that was actually
That was actually
cool
pretty
event.
cool. I agree.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. And they had some pop culture stuff in there too, with like the Jigsaw skin.
Yeah.
And what else did they have? Jason, maybe? Can't remember.
The Chainsaw Massacre guy.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know his name, but
yeah, I like seeing that kind of stuff. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, we are trashing on Destiny a little bit, but I will say the broomstick sparrow mount, so cool.
Best mount.
I had to buy it with real money. I hate you. I hate you companies.
I hate you. You win.
All
now.
right. All right, here you go, guys. What gaming character do you want your wife to cosplay as? I guess you can guess what mine already is based on who's been flying around our screen for the last little bit. But
My wife
That's
is
good because I thought it was going to be what I was going to say, but it's
okay.
not.
my brother-in-law is in the chat, and so definitely Stitches.
Don't do that.
Stitches want to play.
Stitches want to play. No, she's also very pregnant right now, so I think Stitches would be freaking hilarious.
Nice.
I actually have not related to this at all, but because you said that, I have a buddy in our squadron. You guys remember Abe Adams from Kunsan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He married the chick he was dating there, Hae-sun, who is very Korean. And Abe this year asked Hae-sun what she wanted to dress up for Halloween as. And she said Yoko Ono and that guy from the Beatles.
Oh my god.
and he just laughed. But he was like, "Is it racist that I laughed or what?"
Oh man. All right.
Okay.
There you have it.
Mine would be Spider-Gwen.
Oh, dude.
She's fully clothed, but dear Lord,
She is
Spider-Gwen.
Like the
All
plush
right.
toy I sent a picture of to you guys.
I can respect
Yeah.
that. I can respect that.
Yeah.
Did you throw a picture of Stitches up there?
I'm working on it, but I'm gonna get Spider-Gwen up there first, just for our viewers' sake.
Spider-Gwen's more important.
Well, I'm definitely
Stitches
going.
is a
Man,
looker.
that's a good one. I should have thought about that, but that's a good.
That's what I figured yours was going to be. I'm glad you're going Mercy.
Dude, I haven't played any Fortnite. I'm afraid I'm not gonna get the Spider-Gwen thing.
You will recover from that.
No.
Yeah.
I'll have
Also,
to
it'll be for sale in 2 months. It'll be fine.
I have to use real money to buy it. Fine.
Yeah. Oh,
There she
Lara
is.
Croft is a good one.
Laura, what are you, a noob? Lara.
Lara.
Whatever.
Sick and twisted. Sorry, didn't mean to throw an insult your way. I was talking to
Spider-Gwen. Here
Swift.
she is.
Oh, it was improper pearl culture. He should know better. It's Lara.
Lara Croft.
I'm like Ron Burgundy. I just read what I see on the screen.
Yeah, let's read the teleprompter. Stitches.
Oh, yeah, and you got to put Stitches next to Stat.
Yeah. I'm working on that, but yeah. I'm definitely going with Mercy, and definitely in the witch costume, and we'll leave it at that.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, there's so many good costumes, though. Here we go. Stitches en route for ImPickleMatt's cosplay hopes and dreams.
Oh, dude, look at that
There he is.
cleaver, too.
Cool. And last but not least, folks, what, Swift, you start, because I know you're going to try to bow out of this. What scary game are you going to stream this week? You have to pick one.
Yeah, I'm not going to volunteer for this.
Okay.
So if anybody in the chat, I shouldn't even say that. You guys tell me what game I should play. Maybe I could play that Signalis game because it's not 3D, and maybe it's a little bit less of a thing. But I don't know. You guys tell me what I should play because I don't know scary games. I will not voluntarily play them.
All right, we'll let you off with a freebie. We'll consider Cult of the Lamb a creepy game. Why don't you stream that for your people this week?
No. I'll do something. I just
Scoop
don't
up
know
Dead
what to
Space
do.
before the remake happens. Oh,
Yeah.
Scorn.
Dead Space.
Dead Space is good.
Oh, Scorn.
Dude, that Scorn looks creepy.
Free on Game Pass.
Yeah.
Is it free on Game Pass?
I think so. Wait, no.
Okay.
I don't know. Just get it.
Just kidding.
I'll most certainly do something that's free, but
All right. I'm pulling up my
Curiosities.
Steam library here. I'm seeing what I'm going to play. So, PickleMatt, what are you going to stream?
All right. If I can figure out, I don't think I'm going to try very hard because I'm still unpacking, but if I can figure out streaming VR, I'll do Resident Evil 4. But if not, I think I want to do Mortuary's Assistant, a full playthrough.
A full playthrough. There you have it, folks.
Well, not a full playthrough. I'm not gonna
Nope,
commit to
you
that.
said it. It's on. It's in the
I won't just
interweb.
play the demo.
Okay.
Ooh, Silent Hill.
Oh, I'm trying to see what I got on here. I don't know if I even have anything. Oh, okay. I'm gonna play Metro. Metro
Ooh,
2023.
that's a good one.
Because I've actually never played through that game, and it looks pretty cool, but really scary.
It's a good one. It's a good one. You could go Swift. You could go like old school, like Fear. That'd be a funny one to watch you stream.
I'll find something. You guys just keep sending me recommendations, and I'll find something that doesn't break my bank.
What about Doom? Do you have Doom? Oh no, it's free on.
I played Doom.
Okay.
Doom's not scary.
Yeah, I guess it's got rock and roll.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
we'll figure it out. By
right,
next Wednesday, I will have played a scary game.
Okay. On stream.
Ooh,
So you can get through Limbo the fastest.
That's a good idea. Limbo's a good game.
I think that's on. You can play that on Steam Deck. All right, last question, boys, because I'm curious. Has nothing to do with video games. Do you or do you not like candy corn?
Fuck no.
Nobody likes candy corn.
Does anyone like candy corn? Why do they make candy corn?
No, it sucks.
It's a social experiment in whether or not people will follow what other people do and say and lie about it.
It tastes like chalk.
Tuo said he does.
He does. Candy corn is great. So
sick and twisted. Oh no.
No.
So
actually
gross.
Incorrect.
Our fan base.
My homie.
All right, guys. That is our Halloween chat for this 2022 season of One More Game podcast. And we'll bring you more content like this for the upcoming holidays. Cool. Let's get into what we played this week. All right, PickleMatt, lead us off since it's probably you didn't have a whole lot of time, obviously.
Yeah, pretty scarce. Yeah, with us packing up, I didn't play anything really. But what I did do is I went to Wolf 87 and both of our toddlers. We went to a arcade and cereal bar, which was super cool. The owner there, which Wolf knows really well, did a really good job getting a lot of cool games in there, both like Japanese origin type games as well as like the old classics, and then he's got consoles in there and whatnot. So I was playing like Dig Dug, I was playing Area 51, with the shooting.
Oh baby!
And then my toddler, my 2-year-old, was playing Duck Hunt with me on the NES, which was really cool. I think that's my first video game memory.
How's his shot?
Yeah, that's awesome.
His shot's pretty good actually when he was actually paying attention to what he was trying to do.
There's something so satisfying about that sound and click of that gun. The Duck Hunt gun.
The feel of that gun.
Cling,
cling,
cling.
Yeah.
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 Nice.
But and it's a cereal bar too. So like then you go and get yourself a big bowl like Fruity Pebbles or something, and it's like you're just a kid there, man, and playing old arcade games or new arcade games. It's so good.
That's where you are now, or in Holland?
It's in Wichita Falls.
Wichita Falls, okay.
Yeah,
Wow, how did I not know about that? That makes me sad.
Yeah, it's
I
awesome.
know, man.
Cool. What else? Anything? No games to be had.
No, dude, I got the PC set up yesterday and then I turned it on for the first time today. So we
Yeah.
are on the brink of getting some gaming done.
All right, all right.
Yeah, we're gonna be back in there in no time. And by we, I
Overwatch
mean
2,
you guys.
baby. Yeah.
Are you moving now, Swift, or what? What's going on?
No.
All right, Swift, what'd you play?
Okay, so played a bunch of Overwatch 2.
Thoughts?
Played some competitive with Easy. Competitive is actually really fun because you don't have the plebeians in there that have no idea what they're doing, because you have to win. If you're new to the game, you have to win 50 games to even be allowed to play competitive.
You have to
and that's
win.
not
You have to
play 50
win.
games. You have to win 50 games.
Well,
So
it's the same for me.
it is good and competitive because people know what they're doing, or at least most of them do. Cool. Other than that, played some Destiny, got a raid in. I was trying to get a full raid in, and then we had to go over to a friend's house, and it was much earlier than I thought. Hence the Discord message looking for one, because that was me dropping out again.
Classic.
Because we had to go over to a friend's house and taste test drinks for the Halloween party on Saturday, which turned out to be a really nice time.
Nice.
I'm not mad about it.
Nice.
Cool. Other than that, I played Stab. I don't know if you got into this at all. The First Descendant.
No, not yet. I got
Okay.
the invite that I think everybody received, and I'm gonna start downloading it right now.
Yeah, I played it. I wanted to stream the initial part of the game just to show the intro, but my OBS was messed up. So I kind of said, well, whatever, I'm still going to play it. First Descendant is out on Steam as a open beta right now. And if you haven't heard about it, it's pretty fun. It's a third-person shooter. It's kind of like Destiny and Overwatch, I guess, combined, where third person, but each, like, you have missions to do, and also each character has a specific set of abilities, 4 abilities that you can use. The chick that I picked off the rip is a frost chick, so she can shoot. I don't know why I was thinking
She
about
throws fruit at you.
Yeah, so she can shoot like grenades that have frost that freeze people. She can increase her movement speed and also freeze people. But it's pretty cool. I'm enjoying it so far. The initial guns that you get, it's kind of weird to get used to the shooting. And Taze, this is what you and I kind of talked about the other day, when I guess it was yesterday prior to work for me. It feels like I never played Gears of War, but it feels kind of like what I would expect Gears of War to feel like, as far as the shooting and combat and stuff. But again, I don't know. I never played that game.
It doesn't look like it at all.
No, I know it doesn't look like it. I'm saying it feels like what I imagine Gears of War felt like.
I gotcha. I'll get in there and I'll let you know if you're wrong.
Yeah, please do.
It looks
but yeah,
incredible.
overall,
we can talk about it.
It looks really good. The visuals are really good. The combat's fun. The quests are actually fairly streamlined, which I was surprised with. It literally shows you on the map because you go to like a second zone immediately, and it shows you on the map where each of the next quest lines go, and all of them have arrows to the next one. So it shows you kind of the path that you're going to take during that quest. But overall, like I said, I'm really enjoying it, and excited to see what they have as far as updates, or when the beta shuts off, when the full game comes out. Excited about it for sure.
What was that Square Enix game? Was it Outlanders? It looks like a well executed version of that, because that game sucked.
Looks like it plays like Anthem. Yeah, I was getting
me.
Anthem feels.
Yeah.
That looks cool. Yeah.
You said
is it cooperative?
It is cooperative, and
Oh,
you can already hop into, once you kind of level up a little bit, you can already hop into what I think of as like a raid, with, I guess,
okay.
think of like a Destiny raid without the puzzles, but like big bosses that you need a full squad to take down, that kind of stuff.
I'm 20% downloaded. Let's get in there soon.
Yeah, so enjoying it, like I said. So if you haven't gotten a beta invite, just request it on Steam, and maybe it's one of those ones where you request it and you're immediately granted access.
Nice.
Because in my opinion, it's worth it to try it out prior to spending money on it later on.
Yeah, that game looks really cool.
And then, honestly, I think the last game, I've been kind of diving into niches, but I think the last game that we are going to talk about that I played, and this will be my obscure game of the week, which is not obscure at all, is going to be World of Warcraft. I'm back in there, folks. Yeah, I know.
We lost him, boys.
I'm not doing the retail thing, but I did download Wrath of the Lich King Classic. I got a level 72 mage. Excited to get to 80 and do some raids and dungeons, and I don't know, it's fun. I'm playing with a buddy in the squadron who's truly the one that convinced me to come back. But I'm enjoying it. It is a grind, and I spend some time on it, but it's fun.
Yeah, Ice Crown Citadel was like the best raid ever, so you'll have some fun for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw you on there while I was not getting to game, just checking out my friends list, and said World of Warcraft Classic. I was like, oh no. I leave for 2 weeks and he falls off the wagon.
I know.
He falls
So bad.
$12 a month. Gone.
Gone.
All right.
I paid for 6 months off the rip because it saved me a little bit of money monthly.
No.
And if I don't if I don't play for 6 months, then I'll just stop, and that'll be the end.
All right. Well, whatever. If you're having fun, it's video games, dude. You do you.
That's right. It's all for our entertainment.
Yeah. But I'm currently downloading it now. Just kidding. But seriously. All right. There you have it. Swift's obscure game of the week. World of Warcraft Classic. All right, gents. I'll let you know what I got after. This was the 3 weeks of mobile gaming for me. So I got a new gem for you. If you are looking for something to do on the toilet or while you wait for stuff to happen, there's a game that just came out called Snap. And it's a Marvel-based card game designed and developed by the original brainchild of Hearthstone. He left Blizzard and now he works for whatever company made this game. But it's a card game called Snap, and you play. The games are super short. That's the best part about it. They're like 5 minutes long, not even. And you move Marvel-based character cards around, and you beat the other guy. And I've only lost like a few games. So it's pretty fun, pretty cool, entertaining. At the same time, I did get into some Hearthstone Battlegrounds because my wife is literally addicted to this now. She tried it a couple, maybe a week ago, and she is just skyrocketing up the charts. I'm pretty sure it has to do with her profession and managing people and stuff as to why she's so good at this. But it's kind of crazy how good she is at it without having done any research on it. But yeah, Hearthstone Battlegrounds is a good time right now.
Is she still playing Dreamlight Valley? Or is she kind of over that?
She hasn't turned it on since her save got lost.
Oh, wow. Lost a customer. Just like that.
Cloud save, not even once. Don't even do it.
Yeah.
It's like
Nah, she was more mad about the annual pass situation.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the Disney canceling annual passes. But cool. Yeah, Hearthstone Battlegrounds, good time. Get in there. They got a new class of card called Nagas. That's fun. And all kinds of new heroes. They're always throwing new stuff in there. I'm pretty sure Hearthstone is one of their biggest cash cows. So they put a lot of effort into that game. And see what else. Horizon Zero Dawn I fired up today while I was getting some stuff installed in the house, and yeah, that game's awesome. So cool.
Nice.
And lastly, I've been messing around in Unreal Engine 5 quite a bit. I got my first custom-made animations onto a custom-made character into a custom-made environment, and I can move her around, and she does what I designed her to do. So that was fun.
Take off her clothes.
That's cool.
No. She's fully clothed for now.
You're making those hentai games. I know you do.
Tentacle
No.
Fantasy 7. Not available on Nintendo Switch.
The re-tentacling.
All
right.
God.
There you have it, folks. That was what we played this week. If there's a game you want us to check out and play and then talk about on the air, you've heard it before, but we'll say it again. You can reach out to us at OMG_podcastGG on Twitter and Instagram. Let us know, and we'd love to check that out for you. All right, boys. That's enough for this Halloween episode. Let's go around the room. Give them some advice for trick-or-treating this year. Swift.
Dude, I will tell you my advice to you, even if you have kids. Well, I guess if you have kids, it's different. If you don't have kids, then listen to me. We just invite all the neighbors over, and we throw down moving blankets because we have a ton of them from the amount of times that I've moved. We throw down moving blankets on our driveway. We invite the neighbors over. We invite squad mates over, and we carve pumpkins there as a group and just hand out candy to kids. And then people who have kids will take their kids around the neighborhood and do the trick-or-treating. But for me, it's kind of weird if I show up in a Luigi costume and say trick-or-treat, and the people at the door are just going to stare at me weird without any kids. So I just like to chill on the driveway, have a few adult beverages and call it good, and get to socialize with people that I don't get to hang out with a ton, which is great.
That's actually a cool idea. I like that.
Yeah.
ImPickleMatt.
All right, trick-or-treaters, if you're coming to my house and you're over 15, you're getting one piece of candy, no more, or you're too old to be doing this, you weirdo. But for you adults out there, don't go trick-or-treating. It's weird. Dress up, though. Go trick-or-treating with your kids if you got them. And then don't, remember how you felt as a wee little kid. Don't be that house that gives one Heath bar or one 100 grand candy bar. No, first off, nobody likes that. Buy a Snickers, be a normal guy. But hand out a couple pieces per person, but also don't be the full size candy bar people, because you will go broke. Word gets around.
Word gets around.
Yeah, there's a kid network.
Don't do it. And if you really want candy, just buy a little bit extra. Like, don't go trick-or-treating, please, unless you have kids of your own.
Don't buy extra. Just wait till the day after, and then it's all on sale. You can get your candy fix forever.
Life hack. No, but for video game Halloween advice, you can play a bunch of scary games, but I do recommend one. I like dark mood atmosphere games when I'm trying to get in the spirit. So Inside, if you've never played it, made by the same company as Limbo, I believe. Check out Inside, especially on the Switch or Steam Deck. It's really good.
Very nice. Yeah, Inside's a good indie game.
It's not scary.
All right, and for me, my holiday Halloween-based advice out there for all you wives listening, because I know a lot of wives listen to this show because it's really cool. Us men, we loved Halloween as kids, and we still love costumes as adults, if you catch my drift. So yeah, that's all I'll leave you with.
They get it.
All right, boys, thanks for joining us. Glad to be back, and we will be coming back every Wednesday night, twitch.tv/OMGpodcast, and we'll be here to bring you video game news and commentary. All right, guys, listeners, if you want to catch us live, we already talked about it, but it's going to be Wednesday nights, 9 p.m. Central. That's the promise to you. And now I no longer have commitments to work because I'm retired. I'm going to kick my legs up and podcast all day long, never leave my basement.
Yeah.
Cool. Like we said before, there's 6 subscribers down there at the bottom of our of sub goal. If you are the first of 10, you're going to get your custom 3D printed gamer tag from ImPickleMatt's hot printing press over there in the colors that he has available. And yeah, thanks for all the support, guys. Thanks for joining us in chat tonight. It's been a great time talking about scary games, and love to, continue the festivities as we move on to the other holidays. Cool. Guys, remember your promises you made. You're streaming all of Mortuary's assistant, PickleMatt, and Swift, you're streaming something that the users have
scary.
selected. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. You can find us, myself, streaming from time to time at twitch.tv/the__stroke, as well as that same handle on Twitter and Instagram. Swift, he likes to stream over there at twitch.tv/Swiftmida. And PickleMatt, you guessed it, at twitch.tv/ImPickleMatt. You can find our episodes on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or OMGpodcast.podbean.com, or anywhere else you might find your podcasts. And with that, and this creepy soundbite, I'll leave you with one final thought before we go. Just because you have to grow up doesn't mean you have to stop gaming. Game on, gamers, and we'll see you on the next episode of One More Game. Boys, see ya!
See ya.
See ya.